what's up everybody? Thanks for tuning into The Balanced Body. I'm Jason Kelly, and today I'm going to show you how to strengthen your hips and your core at the same time. So before we begin, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you can receive future notifications based on more strength techniques, fitness, and health. So, are you ready? What you have to understand is that when your hips are strong, they serve as the foundation for your spine. So for example, if you look at a building is built on concrete, so it gives it a nice strong foundation. But imagine building a building in the sand. There really is no strong foundation, and so what happens is that building is going to fall and start to shift and crumble. Much like your spine when your hips and your core are weak. But what you have to understand about your hips is that when your glutes are strong, it makes your abdominal strong as well. There's a reciprocation technique. So if you sit there and you do this now, or stand up and do this now, when you squeeze your glutes, you'll feel your abdominals contract. And so this is what we're trying to create as a foundation, to keep the glutes strong, to keep the hips in a neutral position and not tilted back or tilted forward. But when those hips are in that position, the abdominals are reciprocating as well. And so when you have strong glutes and a stable and strong core and abdominal muscles, then your spine is going to have nice alignment and good stability. And so that's the purpose of doing these types of exercises. I see people doing lunging techniques and hip bridging techniques all wrong, where they squeeze their glutes and they're arching their lower back. That's not how you do this. The idea to doing hip bridging technique is to squeeze your glutes and to keep that reciprocation of the abdominals tight. So that's how you want to look at doing your lunges, your hip bridges, and even your hip bridges when you do them on a bench.
So here's how the hip bridge functions. You want to squeeze your glutes and make sure your abdominals stay tight. So make sure that you're feeling both of them working at the same time. And here it is using a resistance band. If you want to add resistance, you don't need to throw a ton of weight on top of your hips. Just use a resistance band around your foot, around your hip, and around the other foot, and it'll give you good resistance. And here is a single leg version of the hip bridge. You want to bring that knee up to your abdomen. Again, you want to keep everything nice and tight. And as you move your leg up above you, you're going to feel that as leverage and force. And here it is using a resistance band. If you need even more force and more tension, again, keep your glutes tight, keep that abdominal tight, and use the resistance band and straighten in your leg as a means of developing force for your glutes and abs. Here's the hip bridge on a bench. Again, you want to keep that nice and straight, keep the glutes tight and the abdominals tight as well. And here is the hip bridge using a resistance band. What I'm trying to show you here is what not to do. So don't go into hyperextending your lower back here. Keep your hips up, feel your glutes tighten, and you'll feel your abdominals reciprocate to that tension. And here we're using just again with a single leg to use as create force and leverage for holding the glutes and the abdominals on the bench. Using a single leg here, just keep that glute tight so the abdominals start to reciprocate as well. And here, if you want to add a little bit more force to the movement, add a resistance band and pull that knee up towards your chest.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of The Balance, and I hope it helps to improve your hip bridging technique, or to understand why the hips are important for balance and how they activate, how the hip stability activates your core stability. And if you like this video, make sure you check out this video right here.